Hello, and welcome to the Pandey Talk Show. I'm your host, Viraj Pandey. Today I have with me the Dalai Lama. Dalai Lama, please introduce yourself.
I am the Dalai Lama, and I am head of state and spiritual leader of Tibet. Yo.
So, when did you become the Dalai Lama? And explain to our viewers exactly what the Dalai Lama does.
Well, I was actually born into a peasant family, and I was recognized as the reincarnation of the 13th Dalai Lama when I was just 2 years old. I began my education at age 6, studying philosophy, Tibetan art, and medicine. I dedicate my life to peace, communication, and unity, and I'm trying to resolve the conflicts and tensions between China and Tibet.
So, when were you called upon to assume full political power of Tibet?
Well, actually, I assumed full political power of Tibet when I was 16 years old in 1950, when the Chinese were threatening Tibet, and after the invasion of Tibet in 1949. I attended many peace talks throughout the years with Mao and other Chinese leaders, but they all failed.
So, after the peace talks failed, what did you do?
Well, I had to flee Tibet and go to Dharamsala, the seat of the Tibetan government, in exile. So shameful.
So, after you went into exile, what did you do? Did you have low morale?
I actually did not have low morale. I was actually motivated. I talked to the United Nations, and they created 3 resolutions from 1959 to 1965. I then made a draft constitution for a democratic Tibet.
But anyway, what you have done is very impressive. But I do have one question for you. How are you connected to Tibet from the outside?
I set up educational, cultural, and religious institutions which preserve Tibetan identity.
So, do you talk with the West much? Do you have any connections to Western countries?
Yes, in fact, I have met with many Western countries and many religious leaders from those countries. I've talked with Great Britain, the United States, Russia, and thousands of other Western countries. I mean, they all like me too because I'm a really, really nice guy, and they all think I'm really funny too. I've also talked with Pope Paul VI in the Vatican.
I'm more surprised that they find you funny because I mean you're not funny. I am so funny. I am goofy. But next question. What would you consider your greatest achievement?
Is that even a question? Do you understand who you're talking to right now? I received the Nobel Peace Prize in 1989. How do you not know this?
Oh my god, you think you're so awesome with 1 Nobel Prize. I've gotten at least 100. I mean, I'm showing you up on everything. Who do you think you are, man? Get on my level, okay?
Forget it. Well, I'm also an advocate for peace, unity, and respect. In fact, I've written 110 books about my ideas. There's no way you could have written more than that.
Dude, I've written at least 200 books last night in my sleep. Okay, so just stop. But anyways, thanks for joining us, Dalai Lama.